We were talking about in the last segment, Jeff Simmons showed his impact in a big way last night. No time more so than that fourth down stop at the end of the game as he stuffed Josh Allen and sealed the victory for the Titans. Here was Big Jeff after the game.
Can you talk about the big play there at the end, Jeffrey? It looked like you really managed to kind of cave in part of that line. What happened on that play?
I mean, we know what they kind of do, especially on a in that type of situation. Even if they outside of the goal, red zone or right there on the goal line, we know if the quarterback come on center like that, we anticipate sneak, and that was play I thought they was gonna run. They did. So, I was inside of the tackle. Got my hands on the tackle. Quarterback right there. He tried to get low. Just put my big arms around. He couldn't move, so he was short. So it was a great play from everybody. Everybody was in their gaps.
Was there any get a little bit of extra? He was short and it was game over.
No, I knew he was short because like I said, that was my gap. I knew I was probably like a yard in the backfield or whatever it may be. So I knew he was short.
What was the talk like in the huddle before that play, knowing that they're going for it on 4th and a half a yard?
Our defense don't flinch. We, as Braves say all the time, all week, it was, Jacksonville 57. Same thing we dealt with last week. Think about that when, they get a big play. They got a big play. They got down there, 4th and short. Now it's time to play ball. Now it's time, defend every inch of grass. And that's what our defense is about. Greedy people, greedy guys on defense that hungry, no matter if they inches like they was, and we're going to come up big and get a big stop. So that's our standards.
Do you get, that's late in the game. You guys have been out there all day. Do you get like that little extra surge of adrenaline, though, on a huge play like that?
Yeah, for sure. Even if we have time, even if it was time left, I think that would have been momentum for our team, not just for the defense, but the whole team coming up with a big stop, even like giving the offense the ball, even if it was more time. But, things like that change the game, big stops, interception, turnovers on defense. But the thing is, we have to be consistent. We have to keep that going. We have to make negative plays to help our offense out, put them in better situations.
You guys surprised?
After the game last night and his big play. And here's the thing. I don't care what defense you are in the NFL. Nobody really is pitching shutouts consistently or holding teams to 7 and 10 points. This is a scoring league. The rules are made up in a way that it favors the offense. And so teams are going to drive the field. They're going to score points. The key to playing defense in the NFL right now is when you get a third down, get off the field. The Titans have been much improved this season in that. When teams drive the field, they get into the red zone, hold them to field goals instead of touchdowns. The Titans have been much improved. Last night they were great in that statistic in particular. 2 of 5 is all the Bills were able to do. And then come up with a turnover, come up with the big play. Those game-shifting plays that you just heard Jeff talk about. Last night, the Titans were able to get those, and that's the difference in the game. Both offenses were effective. Both offenses put up yards, they put up points. The difference last night is the Titans' defense outplayed the Bills' defense. Getting off the field on third down, playing better in the red zone, and coming up with the big play, especially there at the end. Back to the phones. We say hello to Danny. Danny, thanks for the call and welcome to Titans Talk.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I enjoy your show and enjoyed the game last night. I want to ask you, how's Taylor Lewan's doing? Have you heard?
Yeah, he's in the concussion protocol, so that's not great news. Obviously, you never want to hear anybody being in that situation, and that puts his status up in the air for Sunday, given the short week, how quickly he might be able to get back on the field. So that's obviously a concern. But given what we saw last night when he was motionless on the field for a while and they brought the backboard out and then they put him on the cart, that was a very heavy time at Nissan Stadium last night. Lots of concern. It was great to see him give the thumbs up and kind of the hang 10 as he left the field. I think that put everybody's mind at ease a little bit. And the Titans said shortly later that he could feel all his extremities, which was great news. So you don't have to worry about any spinal or neck injuries for Taylor Lewan, but he is in concussion protocol, and that is the immediate concern in terms of his availability for this weekend against the Chiefs.
Okay, great.
All right. Danny, thanks for the call. We appreciate it. We've got to take another break. Back with more after this.